Hey guys, the bot builder's back and welcome to, the return of Random Robot Showcase. Yeah, sorry about there not being one last month. I just literally had no robots. I didn't make anything at all because I was just really busy with just school stuff. But now, got all that out of the way, I'll hopefully be building more robots. And well, this month I got, 7 robots to show you. Um, so yeah, Now, I guess I will sort of group these things up into little sections, which is, um, because pretty much 5 of the 7 robots I've made are both for 2 different things I'm going to be doing. And to start things off, I'm going to show off the robots that I've been making for the Retro Rumbles. Now, if you remember how I mentioned these in a video, yeah, I think it was in the last round of Rock Showcase. At some point, I'm going to do a live stream which would be like Series 1 and Series 2 format. So Gauntlet, Trials, and all of that, with robots that were in Series 1 and 2, with the winners will automatically qualify for Series 3, and the robots in Mega Series 3. And, well, currently in there we've got Roblox and Cruella. I do have Cassius planned to be making on along the way, as well as making the winner of Alternative First Round Series 2, more on that in a bit. But this month, I've decided to fill in the other 2 spaces. First off, here is Oblivion. Yeah, I made Oblivion of all robots. Because I don't know, Oblivion's always been a machine I've liked for some reason. Maybe because it's related to Supernova, is probably the reason why I like it. But yeah, and also because it's just a really simple design. It's just a simple trapezoid. But you never know, it could do decently. It's got a very nice low wedge at the front, and it is actually pretty low. Although it's not going to be like roadkill levels of fast and ridiculous, but who knows, it could pull off a surprise or two, and I think I did a pretty good job with the whole stripe aesthetic around there. I mean, Oblivion's like a really easy role to make. If like honestly, if I'm recommending to any FMLW producers or someone who really wants to get into fan made Robot Wars, I recommend Oblivion's a pretty good first robot to make because it's actually really easy to make. It doesn't take long at all, and it just sort of gets you into the whole sort of building vibe of it. And it's like the first robot I made in a while, and yeah, it sort of did put my vibe back into it. I do recommend like making like a simple robot as your first cardboard model, something like Oblivion or King Buxton's another pretty good choice if you're going for the Series 2 version. Just something from like Series 1 or 2. But yeah, I do. Yeah, but Oblivion. Will it do well? Probably. Who knows? Probably won't. And the other robot I made is actually the last robot I made this month. It's Mortis, but as you can see here, it's not based on the cool Series 3 version with the lifting arm, or the Series 4 version which wasn't as cool because I didn't like the colour scheme as much. But no, it's the Series 2 version, as you can see it, because the Series 2 one was very boxy, but I still went for it, because it was the most successful version out of the Mortis robots, and, well, it's specifically Series 1 and 2 machines. And yeah, it's just a pretty simple model. It's got the axe. It can rapid fire like that if you use the weapon like that. Will it cause too much damage? Probably not, but it's a weapon, so it will definitely be getting those damage points in the judge's decision if it indeed gets to the arena stage. Although my favourite thing about this model is that if you can see here, I actually gave it tracks. Yeah, there's a little gap right there, right here. Yeah, I actually gave it actual track. So it does have a high ground clearance, but the real life Series 2 Mortis did have a pretty high ground clearance. And because it's a simple model, I decided to just go all out with it. I got in all the details that it had. It has that weird back bit, these weird little bits, and this front stopper, as well as the tracks. And honestly, I'm really happy with how Mortis turned out. Even if it is a bit boxy. Chances are, after the Retro Rumbles, I will probably make Series 3 Mortis and replace it with this, but this is just, well, for the Retro Rumble live stream. So those are the robots I've made for that. And now we're going to move on to the robots that are going to be in the next upcoming Discord tournament, which I've already planned out, and I've made pretty much half of the field at this point. This is the UK versus the world. Now, the way this will work exactly like how it does in Bugglebots. 4 matches, a British machine taking on a robot from the rest of the world. And applications are filled up already, so don't try and apply because they basically fill up really quickly. And here's the first robot, which is Pitbull. Now, I didn't initially make this for UK versus the world, but it's representing Deadslot, so yeah, Deadslot wants to be represented by this. And as you can see here, this is what I think is my version of Pitbull, so how it would look like if it returned for Series 4. It's got a much better crusher with some nice fangs right there, and a self-writing dog collar, just like that. And yes, it does work. And yeah, it's a pretty simple model, but it's one I am really happy with. Also, one robot from UK versus the World will also go into Series 3, but I'll be picking that one out. But yeah, that's and also 6-wheel drive instead of 4. So yeah, basically just what I do for an improved version of Pitbull. I do plan in the future to make models of Blade's big brother and Trident 2, which is the sequels to Blade and Trident. Just sort of get the trifecta of the Series 3 one-off semi-finalists who never returned, because I think they deserve some love, you know? Even if Trident is arguably crap, but yeah, I personally don't hate it, it's just not good. Now, this is the robot that's representing Swindobots JP. This is Shard. Now, Shard is a robot that's in Roblox Robot Combat, but this is, of course, a cardboard model of it, and it's very similar to Stinger, actually, and Sewer Snake, or in my series, in that it's just got a very low front wedge with a sort of front hinge lifter. It's not quite a flipper, it doesn't throw robots, it more just lifts them, get them into tricky situations. Now, the one in the games is actually just extremely fast. I've used it before, and it's an uncontrollable one. But yeah, I think this one actually could do pretty well in the. I think it could win its UK versus the world match. It's very fast, and also the wedge is extremely low. Trust me when I say this. This robot is lower than Roadkill. It can get underneath Roadkill with ease. That's pretty much all I'm going to say. And the final one is Crystal Carnage's representative, Wolf Spirit, and yes, I really like this thing. As you can see here, I based it very much off IG88. He said his version was kind of based off IG88 anyways, although his one's slightly different. But yeah, I'm just really happy with how it turned out. Wolf Spirit in Carnage, I believe it's only had 2 fights. And its 5 Hunter was absolutely brutal. It basically murdered it. And I'm actually surprised at how deadly the spinner actually is. It is able to basically just throw robots. And yeah, I do think this one is going to definitely win their fight. Most likely. It's even got 2 side little self-writers to help itself write. And also because of design, I mean, who knows? I honestly feel like making an IG88 in the future, because it's like, it's not a difficult design to make, and I have an idea as to how to make it. So who knows? Maybe in the future you could see an IG88 model. Who knows? And now we've got the final 2 machines, which are robots which I just made because. Now the first one is, as you know, Carnage always does this bot of the week thing. I actually made Pitbull for one of the bot of the weeks, which was the memorial for Crystal's dog. Rest in peace, Charlie. And I hope you're doing fine, Crystal, with that, because losing a pet is quite difficult. But we also did a Pride Month week, and this is the robot I actually entered with, and I actually won the bot of the week with. This is Rainbow Fusion. So yeah, here it is. It's a 4-bar flipper. It's got the LGBT flag right there. I most likely won't use this in fights, because yeah, I don't want to offend anyone, because I don't know, just the thought of like seeing a LGBT flag robot getting destroyed could probably be seen as quite offensive. So I'm just gonna, and I don't want to offend any people. But yeah, I just made it just for fun, really. And that's the point of it. It's a decent 4-bar flipper. It's got track drive right there, and overall, yeah, I do pretty much quite like it. It's a decent little machine. Who knows? I might put them in an exhibition match. Not sure if I will put them in fights yet or not. Just depends on if you guys want to see it, really. Because, yeah, it's, yeah. Actually, no, I think it'll be fine. Like, Sporkanock, no one got too offended at that, so, yeah. Well, except for transphobic bigots, but, you know, that's beside the point. But yeah, that's Rainbow Fusion. Decent little 4-bar. And I think we're going to end it off with probably my favourite robot I've made this month. This is the Artifact. This is another replica from Crystal Carnage series, but that's because we have a pretty big, I have a pretty big main event planned for one of the In Your House events, which is going to be his Ultimate Challenge Champion versus my Ultimate Challenge Champion, Endgame versus the Artifact for the Ultimate Challenge Championship. And of course, to do that, I had to make the Artifact, and yeah, I'm really happy with it. It's a very simple machine, but oh boy, that spinner is incredibly powerful. And also just looks great too, the diamond, the yellow wheels. It's destructive. The spinner is incredibly powerful. Trust me when I say that. But yeah, but there's not really much else to say with it. But yeah, I'm hoping Endgame will come out alive on that. But who knows? I know that will be a good match. And yeah, more about that. So yeah, this is the part where I talk about plans now. So plans for this month. Well, for July actually. July 4th, In Your House, War of Independence. There'll be no titles on the line. There won't be a Tag Team Terror title or an Ultimate Challenge Championship title. It's just going to be, there'll be 2 number 1 contenders matches for those though. But it's all just going to be all good fun. It's got 4 pretty good matches. And that's happening on July 4th. So if you haven't, do set your mind for that. Alternative first round, we're going to try and bring back around, well, probably next month. Not on July, the month after that. Because that'll be when Albie's done with school and we'll be free just to make, hopefully, as many episodes as we possibly can. So stay tuned for that as well. Alternative First Round Series 2 will be coming back. Of course, I mentioned the Retro Rumbles. And I also plan on doing some other live streams. Like, how would you guys feel about a Royal Rumble live stream on Halloween? A Halloween Royal Rumble. How would you guys feel about that? Because that's something I think I might want to do. Of course, that's like a long way away, like October, but yeah, it's just something to look out for in the future. And of course, so as for TB Gaiden, there should hopefully be a vlog video coming out tomorrow as we speak. Me and help me please, he's now called Jack State HD, go to Yates, and Chaos Ensues. So if you haven't, do subscribe to the TVB Guardian channel to check that out. So yeah, and as for the other thing, the In Your House Worlds Collide will be the August In Your House, the In Your House after War of Independence, and that's going to be a pretty big show. It's going to have the Internet Championship 32-bot Cup final in there to crown the first ever Internet Champion. But not only that, it's going to have a Casino Battle Royale where the top 4 will go on to become number 1 contenders for the Ultimate Challenge Championship, as well as a Tag Team Terror title match and an Ultimate Challenge Championship title match. More on that in the future. So the Tag Team Terror Champ... No, I'm not going to say what those matches will be. We of course know about the Artifact and Endgame. But as for Rapture NG and Subatomic, well, Crystal said he wants to challenge at your tag team titles, Hexbug Heroes and Razor 1905. He's not happy with Rapture, and he wants to get revenge. But which 2 bots will he pick? Who knows? But anyways, that does it for this random robot showcase. And yeah, I'll just leave you with that. And yeah, until next time, the Bot Builder out.